So today is, I think it's the, I don't even know what it is, 19th?
Yeah.
September 19th. We worked all week. Pete even helped. It's warm, 80s. Gonna get the cameras that I know we're not gonna spook deer. Probably not grab all our cameras. Some I'm gonna leave till hunting season, maybe a couple days before, or that I might be checking at nighttime just because it's invasive grabbing the cameras and I don't want to spook deer. We're right there on the fringe of hunting season, and a lot of guys get in the woods now, and that light bulb goes off for the deer that, hey, it's time, we got to start hiding. So I don't want to be putting pressure on the deer. If no one's pressuring them, we got a better chance of seeing them moving before dark. So I'm going to look at the app, Spartan Forge, get a game plan, check cameras, take some cards with us, batteries, a couple extra cams, just kind of play it by ear. So we got 2 cameras in this drain here down low, 2 crossings. There's a big track here when I put it out, maybe July, I don't know, but we're gonna grab those. You could feel the thermals coming down this drain. Here's a point, this point goes up to that cut. There's good cover, hemlocks, nice shit all up through here, hundreds of yards. But he's always the lowest, you know, he's smelling all that. I wouldn't like, that's why he come through right here. The reason I put that camera there, because when I come here, there's a heavy trail right here. I think I got the camera on that trail, and I said, you know, if I was a big buck, I would. They don't travel in trails that cross these drains. And I looked, I found a big track down in the mud. If you look down here, this dead tree, that dead tree, I found a track down in the mud. And you got the little irregular ground. This is where he's wanting to cross. He wants to walk through this shit. This is safe for him. Chances are he's not even, this camera on the main trail right here, 20 yards away, chances are he's not even on it. And shit, there's just this little snag. You got a little bit of shit here, little snag. You look downstream, wide open. You look upstream, it's wide open up through there. This is where he wants to cross. I found a big track in the bottom. I put the camera there and we got him. That's where he was crossing. He was going down right there and he was sneaking through that. Focus on this area early season, but I'm worried about trying to get onto him first week. Is it wing time, beer time yet?
Yeah, it's getting close.
No, Pete, we still got cameras to pull.
Oh, shit.
I think you're done. We gotta get a serious guy. It's pretty calm, quiet. We can sneak through this cut, check cameras without them knowing. I'm getting a hold of myself here real quick, all right?
Yeah, you taking a piss?
I'm leaving it. So, this parking spot here, and we have a cut here. I found a couple sheds out in this cut. There's actually a buck bed here about 150 yards. Watches this parking spot. I talk about it, your access and watching where you park. As soon as you park, open your door before you even start hunting, your hunt's over. So we got a hard edge. And then like a little U-shaped piece of cut, then a finger of mature trees. I got a camera in those mature trees to scrape. But back in this indention here, that's where that buck bed is, right there. We've been in it and you can see that parking spot. Hear the cars going by. That constant hum is comfortable to them. When that car stops, his ears are turning right to them. So if we want to hunt in here, we need to park up the road, and this cut drops into some mature forest to drain down in. vast, safe area to where he's going to want to retreat when the day gets hot. Before light, he's going to be up by this road. So what we need to do is get down in the drain, come up out on the edge of this cut, and let him be like listening for danger out by the road and kind of retreat into a safe area. And that's where we want to catch him. We have a lot of concentration of browse right here. Probably in 50 feet it only drops 2 feet, maybe 3, which is enough to hide a deer's body. He can hang out in this low area. You never see his body. It's usually a west-southwest predominant wind, which is like this. Once that sun drops down behind the trees, the thermals are going to pull, and I'd say that's where the deer are down there. 2 bucks coming out. We'll have to pull this guard. 3. Couple nice bucks. There's a big one that walks right in front of the camera, dude. Oh, it's the one, yeah. They're going right, they're coming from that scrape, or that finger. Going right, see that low spot?
Yeah.
They're going right, one's a big buck. This thing's garbage. You can barely see shit on here. All kind of daylight activity. In these ferns, all these blackberry briars is their main food source. If you look out, you really can't see them, but you get in close. This is all deer food. And they're feeding up in here before light and going out. Alright, Pete, it's finally wing and beer time, bro.
Alright.
Look at him smile. It's the only time he smiled all day.
That's not true.
I know, I'm just effing with you, bro. Alright, well, let's go. It's wing time, beer time.
Alright.
I got some, we'll get some PBR in there. Gotta have your essentials. No food, but we got beer. Ain't bad.
You found those in that last cut. We were
Yeah,
at.
we were just having this deer. They were both in there. We'll see if he's on camera here. We'll check it out. She was on this one here. Yeah, look, his velvet's coming off, dude. That's cool. It's all bloody. Day 2, yeah. Scouting trip. The scouting / work party. We haven't done any work because we're too busy scouting, and some more scouting leads into more scouting. But we do got a little work here to do at camp. We might get to it. Hey, girl. Come on, girl. Not that good. It's like applesauce. You filming me, brother? We're heading in our first spot up this drain. We're about 48 degrees this morning. It's a new spot. I always like to grab 1 or 2 new spots a year. Places I've never been. Keep it like a surprise, you not knowing what's there. So this is butts up to some vast wilderness. So this drain comes down out, and I imagine there's a good deer here. How big, we don't know. Let's go. It looks like a good deer trap. Going straight down the hill. There's a little clump of shit here. I think you can, during a rut, you can early in the morning get in there and hunt that, because that's where he's probably not walking right up this open area. That goldenrod's gonna die when the frost hits. It's kind of like he's gonna come in from each side, crisscrossing or come like this to the bottom and walk the edges, because it gets open up there. So he's going to be on that edge, that open, that edge, and crossing here kind of like a triangle, you know. I think we get right there, let our thermals drop. got this high wall. The creek kind of makes a hard left here. So hunting here is a good idea. The thermals are going to pull, but hopefully get a shot at him behind you. If he kind of comes through this open area, he could cross where this little bit of cover is. I'd hunt right here and watch that trail. Kind of watch behind me. Got to be ready so he don't smell you, and just wait for him to cross. But if I was to hunt down in a rut, I'd be here all day. Definitely, we're gonna get a camera on that bench. We're gonna make a scrape down there. Them are the only 2 cameras we need. We don't need a ton of cameras in here. I'll tell you what, they ain't got a prayer now. Rat rub up in here.
You're really giving it to him.
I ain't messing around. I'm really kind. So I'm taking a picture of this camera, putting it on the Spartan Forge app under my pin, updating it. So if I don't come here, someone else comes and hunt, I could pretty much say, hey, here's the pin. I could send it to them, share the Blue Force tracker. So when they get to this point with the pin, it's not that precise, within 10-15 feet, you can get here and look at the photo. Oh, there's this road. Oh, okay, that's what I'm looking for. So this is the tree we're gonna pick. But like I said, the whole time I'm standing here, I'm gonna be facing kind of that way. My platform's on this side. I'm just gonna stand there ready. He's gonna be eye level. As long as I'm not moving, he won't see me. I'm gonna blend in with the backdrop. Protein and fat. Keep us through our day. No for big bucks. This is my belt. This is high-tech shit here. Look at this. That's better. Oh, yeah, now I feel a lot better. We're back off the road a little bit. This cut, I bet you it's 20 years now. They got the fence down. Not tons of sign. A lot of these leaves are falling. I guess from the drought. It's usually don't have this amount of leaf litter in September. We got a nice drain down in here. Got a cut over there, so I think in between these two would be a good evening spot. Let your thermals go down a drain, maybe catch these deer crossing, or maybe all day. We just got up in this cut here. It's 4 to 5 years old. I think when I was here last, I could see all the way up his hill. Now we got some cover of beech and birch growing. I'm sure there's some browse down low. We're gonna work our way through this cut. We're finding like a logging road, head down along this drain. Maybe lower, further down the drain in the corner, maybe that's where we might find some buck sign. We're definitely gonna put a camera here. The drain runs this way. And I feel like the thermals will kind of pull. I feel like we can maybe catch them down in there. Definitely, we're getting up in here, a lot of blackberry browse. Matted down, a lot of sign of deer. So we're paralleling this drain. We actually come up in elevation a little bit. We're working out toward a point. The backside of that point would be a leeward side. I like what I'm seeing here. Look down here. It's a steep hill. Definitely thermals are going to fall. Look at all the food right here. I can see a buck working around here. So we threw this camp, a little old logging bench here. Kind of a leeward side he's facing. We got a point out here. The cut kind of drops down in from the top. We got trails where deer are going up and feeding on the browse. Just gonna put it right here. So we're going up below this cut, kind of the north slope, transitioning. The point's right there, north, and it rolls like this to the east, and that one drain we started there. We're just below this cut. Right up there is where I really liked the steeper part of the hill with a lot of browse. I feel like a buck can be in here, and even the thermals pull, and he just feeds on that edge up through there. Not tons of deer sign in here yet. It's been hot, like Pete said. Maybe they're not up in here. This might be a good spot. We're back in here ways mid-October when a lot of our spots maybe get blown up by other hunters. We can maybe sneak back here, check these cameras, and do a hunt. Got a couple cameras out here. Make sure to see if they are still in here feeding, or if that herbicide messed them up. A couple cameras in here and one at a creek bottom, so we'll see. So it is brown in here, but down lower there's still some green browse. Here's what them deer, they'll grab and yank. It's still a smaller, younger plant, a buck like this. He grabs this, yanks the whole thing out of the ground, eats all that root and all. That's what he likes. So there's still some in here. Not one deer been here in a month. That's bad. Track in here.
What do you think about the spot, Johnny?
I think it's ruined. Because they sprayed all that. This beaver pond is dried up. Straight down the hill. I got one camera right there. Watching this side. Watching that side, bro. So that last spot, we just pulled a camera. It was a place that I hunted last year. Almost had a shot at a buck. A hard edge, mature woods, and then a select cut. We were right on the edge, the south slope. But I found the horn right there. There it is here in March. Put the camera there this summer, and we got him this year. Now watch, I'm gonna go through my 3-shot burst on my camera. I'm on 2 shots. You can see all his horns, but he got, I think, velvet, dried velvet hanging down past his nose. But his 2s go back. Yeah, I got him in velvet down at the bottom, but we got out of there because that's that hard edge. You could see the mature forest. He might be living, it's 8:30 in the morning, going up, there's some springs there. He might be hanging out right in there and feeding.
Tell him we're in a new spot.
We are in a brand new spot, man. This is brand new. North is that way. A southwest wind blows pretty much perpendicular to this road, dropping down in Leeward side. As you can see, this hill drops down fairly steep, so we got some cool temperatures in the bottom because of the creek, but it's close to this feeding, this browse. The thermals and the winds all dropping. Amongst all these ferns, I'm hoping little baby blackberry briars that you can't see, not the tall ones. This is only 3 years old, but it's them small ones, and bucks will feed in there, so that's what we want to see. We're on the edge of this cut. We come down off a flat in these hemlocks. We got a few rubs. These bucks might be retreating down in towards core. Walk and see this brown spot where these hemlocks, easy spot from the walk. Right at that hemlock's a good start. This is where he's headed in. Or over now, I mean his general path is We gotta get some cameras in here. There's a little clump of hemlocks here for security, and like a little point of some hemlocks that come out into this cut, and him just using this, working this edge, watching and smelling up that way.